Ban yo ya ki Khubor bat ki Jingtip phila ban subscribe ya ka FLOWDA Miles channel. U MLA ka not Shillong constituency u Bah Adelbert nang rum habo yo ban yakren bat ban yatai hapo ka yeng dorbar thau an ka jala Meghalaya nakbanta ka mang tengka jong snem arjar san hagsngi ka balai u Bah Adelbert nang rum u MLA nak not Shillong constituency ulabu ya ka Jingkylli hakabayday bat ka arspa klor tengka nakbanta ban shna ya ka lynti rel nau Symbud Myntri ka sarkar jala u ba singaw balang dhar uba pay ya tanat jong ka transport department hapadeng ki Jingkylli ki babon u Conrad ke sangma u Myntri ka sarkar jala ula jubab ya ki Jingkylli ki Bah Adelbert ula kali dakabau ong bayamanta ka pisa kadang ne hau DC ka Ribohoy district bat ka sarkar padeng ru kalapan ya ki pisa namar ba umpatla ban pentrekam yaka.
Reply to star question number 19. Sir, the amount has not been utilized so far.
Adelbert, your supplementary question.
Mr. Speaker, sir. I would like to know through you, Mr. Speaker, sir, the Honorable Minister had make a clear reply. A clear reply. So I would like to know since when this amount had made a sanction, and also I would like to know is there any timeline which has been fixed by the authority of railway or the government of India?
Mr. Speaker, sir, amount is sanctioned. It was on 30th March 2017, and yes, the project is delayed because of the reason due to the opposed by the local people and due to non-availability of land, and that is one of the reasons. So till today, the project is cannot go ahead. That is one of the reason, and also the main reason also even till today we haven't received any NOC from this council, so therefore cannot move ahead. Now the project is completely held for the time being. That is why the amount is remain with DC or Deputy Commissioner in Ribohoy districts. There is no timeline, but at least during that time when the project is sanctioned in 2010, so because of the reason that due to the opposition from the local peoples, the project stands still till today.
May I get a clarity, Honorable Minister? You have said that this amount has been sanctioned 2010, way back 2010.
17.
Or 2017. Okay. So, so to get clarity and also to highlight the people of the state, because everyone are very much concerned about this very project. So I would like to know what is the criteria or the requirement which need to fulfill by the state of government, by the government of Meghalaya to avail this sanction amount of rupees 200 crores.
There is no criteria, Mr. Speaker, sir. The thing is that after the sanctions, we need to acquire the lands for land acquisition. This money is for land acquisition. So only when the land acquisition is complete, only then we can prepare the DPR, we can go ahead with the project. So that is because of the land is unavailable. That is why the amount for the acquisition is still lying with the DC of the Ribohoy district.
I would like to get more clarification, Honorable Minister. It is highly impossible to accept the fact that without having any negotiation, so we just want to get a clear, a clear picture. So to get a clear picture, what is maybe the secret negotiation by the state government of Meghalaya with the government of India to avail such an amount? Because I don't think so the government of India will give a huge 200 crores without having any negotiation behind. Please.
Sir, I just want to supplement to the replies being given by the Honorable Deputy CM. Sir, it's actually very simple. There's nothing complicated. There is no secret talk, nothing. This money was given to the state government to acquire the land required for the railways. So it is for land acquisition. And that is amounting to 209 crores and 37 lakhs. The money was placed with the DC on the 30th of March 2017. So the purpose of this money was for the land acquisition, which could not take place because of local resistance. And as we have clarified many times in the press and to the people, that we would like to carry the people along with us in a very important decision like this. And hence, since there has been a delay, the money is lying unutilized. So it's not meant for construction or for any kind of development. It is for the first and basic purpose of land acquisition. So that's as simple as that, sir. And since we could not acquire the land, the money is unutilized, lying unutilized. And we have received a letter from the railways, from the Northeast Frontier Railways on the 17th of December 2024, asking us to refund the amount since it has not been utilized now for the past almost 7 to 8 years. As simple as that, sir.
Thank you for the reply, Honorable Chief Minister. I would like to know, since the time 2017 has been alerted this sanction, so may I know how much you had put on the effort to acquire land? So far, how much land had been acquired? Here?
So no land has been acquired. That's the whole point, sir. Because as I said, there is a very strong resistance. We have been speaking to many stakeholders, officially, unofficially, discussing this. But since it is a very sensitive matter, hence government did not go ahead with any land acquisition. The money is lying with the DC. The entire amount is intact. And as I said, now the government of India has asked us to refund the money.
Before conclude with this subject, since it is a sensitive issue, when will we get again this opportunity? Honorable Chief Minister, concern Honorable Minister who are in charge with this very subject. So I would like to know, according to the objective, what is the plan, what is your the plan from the government right from before receiving this amount? I firmly believe that there must be strong negotiation, but just to get a clarity from Honorable Minister, whether the proposed objective, whether it is for goods train or for a passenger train.
Sir, I'll like to further clarify, and since it's a subject matter that is beyond simply transport department and it requires political department also to be there, so I take this opportunity to stand and to reply to these concerns. So the point mentioned by the honorable member is important. We have been talking in multiple forums about this. And in principle, so there is a resistance to the laying of tracks itself as of now, whether it's for goods train or whether it's for passenger train, more so for the passenger train than for the goods train. But the overall resistance, as I said, is there for the tracks as a whole. And hence, so it's more, I guess, holistic in that nature. And therefore, it is not possible for us to be able to move forward. And as I said, that we are very sensitive to this entire matter. We would like to carry the people along, especially on an issue like this. And that is why, sir, this has been taking time. I have been discussing, as I said, with the central government. I have met the minister in multiple occasions, and every time there has been pressure on our government to move this forward. And as I said in the last meeting I had, the minister has hinted towards not moving ahead with the project and asking for the funds to be returned back. So therefore, this is the critical situation that we are in right now. And to answer very briefly, whether it is goods train or passenger train, right now there is a resistance towards the general laying of tracks, railway tracks in the state, sir.
Sir, just one more.
You have exceeded 5 questions.
Five already, no?
Yes.
One more. I hope this is the last question with this. With the day. Okay. So since the Honorable Minister had made a clarification, so like suppose now if we cannot go ahead with this project, so the government is firm to return back the money. That is one point. So second point, whether the state government still actively continue, considering bringing this very project. I would like to get a clarification.
Sir, again, as I said, since this is linked with transport as well as political, I will reply to this. Sir, as a state government, we have strongly felt that there is a need for the railways from the economic perspective of transportation of goods. And it is something that would ease the overall transportation of different products into the state and out of the state. So, sir, the project is important for us. And as a state, it is going to lead to more economic development. It is going to allow the prices of products to be better in terms of the products coming in as well as the product going out, because transportation and logistics will become much more better for us. So therefore, there is no doubt that when it comes to goods, this is something that is good for us. It will reduce the overall logistics cost and it will benefit the masses and the business people in the state, our local entrepreneurs who are producing local products. And even during crisis times like the COVID, where we had to really rely on a lot of transportation from bordering states through trucks, if the lines had been there, we would be able to bring in a large number of products straight through the railway into our state. So